Oh, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's see how this game will go. Not even I will know. Oh, we got a walk to Cisco. That's going to be good for about 11 yards. All right, let's see how good both of these teams are. So 9, going to be the quarterback for Dallas here. And it's going to be a fold on around the right hash. And so far, this is going to be looking. Oh, and going to be Trappy. CFG Trappy, going to be the one to get the walk on the right side. Same one who got the fold. Just around the right hash. And now 9. Hoping to find something here. Let's see if they can get a good strike. And he's going to find Lit. Or Little Tay. Is that Little Tay? I don't know. I couldn't get a good look at his name. But either way, 9 in prime scoring position. And he's going to run it in the middle through 3 people. And he's going to get the touchdown. Somehow, some way slips out. Or slips away. Sorry, I can't speak. Slips away from 3 defenders. And just like that, Dallas has scored on the opening drive. Very huge playmaking ability from Dallas. They are certainly no joke so far into this game, judging from the first drive. All right, now we got King or King Crush or King Crusher, going to be the quarterback for Miami. He's going to give it to Envy Lux on the right side for a walk. And so far, this is a good start for Miami so far, but let's see if they can keep it rolling. It looks like Miami's going to be running the 1 O-line tight end formation, tight end being on the outside. I'm pretty sure the tight end is allowed to be inside the hashes. It's just, unfortunately, the O-line, well, you only can have 1 O-line, so. Yeah, quite a bit unfortunate, but either way. King Crusher on the right side. He does have a pretty good lane, and he's going to give it to Wasef for the check down, and he's going to get 15 yards on that play. And so far, this is a very solid start for Miami on their offensive drive. And let's see if King Crusher can execute with this Miami team. Now, we don't really know a whole lot about Dallas or Miami as teams yet. This is week 1, so anything can really happen given the first few weeks. But what we do know is that this game should be pretty decent, judging by how both teams have been playing so far. And he's going to try to fire out a streak. Unfortunately, does not quite make it there, just a tad bit overthrown. But so far, I mean, Dallas and Miami have been playing pretty solid, all things considered. But oh, and they're going to hit a delay game. That could be a very catastrophic mistake for Miami. I don't really know what they were doing. All right, it looks like King Crusher is going to hike it. Not very ideal to take 5-yard penalty, especially when it's a 3rd and 20. Thanks to that incomplete, that was a bit pass that was a bit overthrown. And now it's a 3rd and 20. This is definitely not good if you're Miami. You definitely want to at least get a first down or maybe even a touchdown if Dallas misplays. Excuse me, but Either way, though, King Crusher gonna try to get the full, but he's gonna step out. FWKB just stepped out of bounds, and unfortunately, that is going to be incomplete. And just like that, Dallas is gonna hold Miami to just a field goal, meaning Dallas is gonna have the lead, albeit barely, for at the moment. Again, a 3-point lead is definitely not a comfortable lead by any means in the first quarter. But let's see if Dallas can extend it. They're certainly a team you don't want to take lightly in this league. I mean, I could say the same for Miami or any team at the moment, but right now, both teams have been playing pretty well. Albeit a couple mistakes every now and then. Oh no, and Dallas gonna end up taking the delay a game as well. Another potentially catastrophic mistake, but I don't think it's nearly as devastating as Miami's delay a game, given the field position. So I don't think it's nearly as bad, especially when, Little Tay is going to lag a bit, and that's going to leave him vulnerable to getting hit sticked. And now Little Tay is disconnected at the moment. And, oh no, he's going to fumble at 9. Going to fumble it there. Sat there for a little too long, and that was enough time for Miami's defensive ends to sack him and nearly turn over the ball with that fumble. That could have been very huge for Miami if they got that fumble recovery, but thankfully, Dallas is going to retain the ball at a 2nd and 26. Definitely manageable, but certainly not ideal in this situation. And now 9. Backed up all the way to his end zone. He doesn't have much time left. And he's going to give it, he was going to give it to the left fold, but he lagged quite a bit there. It seems that Dallas is having some internet issues regarding his receivers. But here we go, 9 on a 3rd and 26. He's going to find ZFG Trappy. Yeah, we heard you. You're good. I just have my mic muted here in this chat. Yeah. But either way, sorry, I was talking to someone else there. But either way, 9. How does this have no views? Come on, man. This game is kind of cooking. Low key. But either way, 9. Gonna have a lane on the left side. Unfortunately, it's gonna get chased down by Miami's defenders, but thanks to the O-line. Wait, that's DB. That's DB. Well, it didn't matter because he got popped. Either way, 9. Gonna try to find Cisco, and Cisco gonna get the touchdown on the left hash, or the seam on the left hash. And just like that, that is a touchdown for Dallas. Unfortunate for Miami. 9 able to find the open lane on the left side due to a tragic misplay from the defensive ends of Miami, and easily going to find a strike right to Cisco. And just like that, Dallas has a very comfortable lead at the moment, of about 9 points, but Miami can make it closer if they can score here. But so far, things have been looking pretty good. But either way, King Crusher. Sorry about that, guys. Was typing something for a bit. But either way, King Crusher gonna find the walk to FWKB. Dodges a defender. dodges two, or from behind, and he's going to get tackled by the deep, by the free safety. Very good play there by FWKB, but let's see what Miami's game plan is going to be to get a touchdown here to hopefully close the or to close. Sorry, I can't speak again, but hopefully close the gap between the lead of Dallas. I mean, so far things are looking pretty good. They are at 2nd and 5, and FWKB on the right, on the left fold or left hitch, and he's gonna get a touchdown. Almost easy. It was almost free, pretty much. Could not have made that look any easier. And just like that, Miami has a chance to get into this game. So far, Miami has looked pretty solid. Oh, and Miami, for some reason, completely misses the kick. By a mile. I don't really know what happened on that kick, but either way, it is now a 3-point game. And just like that, Dallas still has the lead, but again, like before, they don't have a comfortable one. One turnover can certainly give Miami the lead right back, but for now, they just got to work with what they got. And it seems Dallas will seem to do that, and, well, I guess we're going to find out what's going to happen. Cisco. But either way, 9 nearly had an open lane on the right side, or left side, but doesn't have a big one, and is going to find it to Trappy on the right fold. And let's see, will this be the final play of the first quarter? Unfortunately, no, that will be an incomplete. It looked like it was going to go to Cisco on the left fold. It seems that Dallas is trying to prepare for or Miami defensive ends are trying to prepare for a run up the middle, but unfortunately they're going to be very susceptible to getting laned. And just like that, ZFG Trappy is going to get a touchdown thanks to all the time to throw that 9 had that play. Miami was expecting a run up the middle like their first score, but unfortunately, the 9 did not take anything. 9 definitely did not want to do it, and he made them pay. With a score for sure. That is all I can really say about that. But let's see, and now Miami going to get the ball to start this second quarter. And it looks like they're going to start it out with a touchback. And now this is where things get a bit interesting for Miami, because they could still keep it close if they are able to score here. But again, a lot of the pressure is on Miami here, or at least on this Miami offense. Dallas going to apply some pretty good pressure, and it's going to be caught by FWKB. I don't know how in the world he caught that, but thankfully he did. As far as Miami is concerned, he's going to get about 37-yard gain on that play. A very huge play there by FWKB. Definitely what Miami needed. Or at least what King Crusher needed, because he was very much backed up in his own end zone. And now King Crusher backed up quite a bit. Gonna look for FWKB on the left fold. He's just gonna get it right over the short of Dallas. Or Dallas is short. I mean, just what a really good throw there by King Crusher. I will definitely give credit where it is due, regardless of what team. And now this is where things get pretty interesting, because I don't know what Miami could do here. He's going to throw it on the check down to Wasif, and he's just going to dive for extra yards, not going to take any unnecessary risks here. And he's going to gain about 9 or 10. I think about 9. Going to give it to Mr. Color, and he's going to dive in the end zone for a touchdown. Did a leap of faith from Mr. Color 33. And just like that, that is a touchdown for Miami. And so far, it is a 3-point game. Or this could be a 3-point game if they can get this extra point. And Miami is just going to completely miss it. Can we get a new kicker for Miami? Like, you can't miss twice in a row, man. Like, that was twice. Like, I can give a pass the first time, but if you miss it twice in a row, I'm sorry. Like, you need a new kicker, bro. Oh, and Cisco gonna get it on the walk. Is going to get taken down though, but unfortunately it was a little too late, and it was just good for a 31-yard gain. Very huge play there from Dallas, but we will see what happens next. And 9, gonna be backed up quite a bit here, is trying to find as much room as he can, and Trappy going to take a dive. Unfortunately, because of that dive, he's only going to get about a 3-yard gain. I don't really know if that dive was needed. But either way, it will be 2nd and 11 for Dallas at the moment. He's going to find Trappy Trey again on the fold. That seems to be a very popular target for Dallas, if as far as, as this game is going on. Going to find the fold again to Trappy Trey. Oh, and Trappy Trey's going to fumble, and just like that, Envy Lux has recovered the fumble, and that is a turnover on downs. The hit stick that caused the fumble. And just like that, Miami is back into this game. That was an incredibly huge hit stick from this Miami defense, and this is certainly what Miami needs to take the lead. But the question is, will they execute on this? Do they have enough juice to capitalize? Oh, no. Okay, not on that play, though. The wide receiver on the right got jammed pretty good. But so far, though, let's see if Miami can do it. They are in a very odd position. And oh man, that is a pass you do not want to miss there if you're Miami. That was wide open, too. That was definitely not good from the receiver. Oh, okay, King Crusher did lag a little bit, but thankfully he is okay, and he's going to try another pass to Wasef, and he's going to get it, and he's going to get a first down and more. And just like that, 62 yards. Oh my goodness. What a play there by King Crusher and Wasef. I mean, again, there's not much I can really say about it. So far, this has been very solid execution from Miami's offense here. And, okay, I will not entirely... Okay, I did kind of jinx it, but to be fair, that was not entirely King Crusher's fault. Like, I knew our receiver was lagging on that spot, and it went through him. So I won't blame King Crusher entirely for that play. That was definitely, very unfortunate, to say the least. Yeah, I'm not gonna blame King Crusher for that play. That wasn't really his fault. It's just the Wi-Fi just kind of got him. But either way, a full to Trappy Trey. Gonna get hit sticked again. He is Dallas is definitely greeting with that fold considering what happened last time. I'm very surprised they went for it again. But either way, 9. Gonna be backed up just a little bit. Gonna try to fire the streak, but tragically, it's just a tad bit overthrown. And so far, it'll be a 2nd and 15. But either way, 9. Gonna try to find the left fold to Cisco, and Mr. Color 33 is going to get the interception. Completely reads the fold. And just like that, he bit on it. And just like that, thanks to that, Miami is going to have the ball with ideal field position to hopefully take the lead. In FWKB going to get it easily a first down and more. Good enough for about a 29-yard gain. I mean, I can't really, again, I cannot say much about this. This is a very good game so far, and FWKB is going to get a touchdown with this with relatively the same route. And just like that, Miami has now taken the lead this game so far. This could not be any better for Miami these past few drives. Oh my, I can't, again, this is a very good game. It's the right fold for the Tampa Bay. Oh, whatever. Um, sorry. Sorry, I had to deal with something else. But either way, 9. I mean, hopefully trying to rally back and uh take back the lead they once had. Gonna give it a Trappy Tray on their usual right fold. So far things look pretty solid. Oh. So far though, Cisco trying to go for the walk on the left side. Fortunately could not find it. And now it's gonna be a 4th and 5. 4th and 5. Not very ideal, but let's see if Miami can get a stop or if Dallas will be able to convert. And looks like he's going to try a deep pass. Cisco completely wide open, deep. No one appeared to have read that very well. A very bad miscommunication from Miami's defense. And just like that, Dallas is just going to retake the lead. I mean, yeah, just completely wide open. No one even on him. I have to be a bit quieter, guys. Sorry. You know, real life things. You know how it is. But yeah, so far, all things considered, this has been a very even game for the most part. And just like that, a touchback for Miami is going to be in play. And with 1 minute left, Miami can play it smart here since they have the ball. They can double dip because they do get the ball at the start of the second half. So they could potentially get 2 touchdowns here in a row if offense is able to execute. Okay, right now that is not helping. I keep jinxing it for Miami, but again, what I said still stands though. They have a chance to double dip here if they play it smart, provided, because they definitely do not want to give Dallas a good bit of time to score right back before halftime. But either way, it will all come down to this. King Crusher, here we go. And looks like he's going to try and chew off as much clock as he can here. And he's going to give it to X. And he's going to give it to X. He's going to give it to God first. And just like that, sorry, I couldn't read it fully, but either way. And just like that, now Miami's chewing off even more clock, not giving Dallas any time to get the ball right back if something does go wrong for Miami. Very smart decision for Miami at the moment. I don't really know if it's legal, but hey, I'm not really a ref, so I'm not going to complain about it. But there is a downside to chewing the clock so much. You are going to have very little time for your team to be able, for Miami to be able to score. And right now, it's certainly biting them because 10 seconds left and you're not even in the red zone. Not exactly ideal if you are Miami. And King Crusher gonna go all the way back, and God First is gonna score a touchdown on that streak from the right side. A very desperately needed touchdown for Miami to get this lead right back. And thanks to Dallas getting the ball first at the start of the game, they are going to get another opportunity to score at the start of the second half. So they essentially double dip. Unless Dallas can maybe make something happen with 3 seconds left. But I don't know if Miami is going to just let them toss it down the field. But I guess we'll find out. And Cisco is going to chew off 2 seconds of the clock, but I don't think that really matters much. Now, what do you do if you're Miami? I mean, I would rush 3 or 4, in my opinion. I don't know if I'd go all of them there. I mean, again, at the end of the day, they got to get one of them to the end zone. And I mean, I don't really know if I like that move, but either way, I guess it's going to be a toss up either way. It doesn't matter what happens. And here we go. A toss up all the way. And it's going to be interception by Sewage. But just like that, it won't really matter much because now it is going to be halftime. And Miami will get the ball at the start of the second half. So again, a very good state for Miami so far this game. They have positioned themselves well to hopefully extend their lead against Dallas and make it more than a one-scoring game. But again, definitely do not count Dallas out. They can definitely come right back. I mean, they are not a joke of a team. You definitely do not want to take them lightly if you are Miami. Again, it is week 1. You cannot afford to take any team lightly in this league because you know nothing about who you're going to face, especially the first couple weeks. And King Crusher doing really well on offense. I mean, he had a couple screw-ups, but honestly, he's been playing really well. That I will admit. And NB Lux going to get an LS, but not going to get very far, only about 5 yards. I mean, this is looking very good for King Crusher. I don't know if he should be milking this much, though, but either way, King Crusher looking for the left fold. He's going to find Sewage for his first catch of the game on offense so far. And just like that, it is now another first down for Miami. And Miami definitely has a very comfortable lead this game. And Sewage going to get a touchdown. Finally, Sewage is now coming online for Miami's offense. But yeah, either way, sorry about that. I was at other real life stuff. But either way, Sewage now going to come online. I cannot give the code, Lion Rodriguez, sorry. But either way, no good. I mean, so far this has been incredible. Sorry about that. I was typing again. But 9, hopefully trying to keep this game close. They are in the exact same position as Miami was in the first quarter. Trappy Trey is going to get it on the right fold. And again, Not a bad start for Dallas so far, but again, they are going to have to score. They cannot afford any offensive mistakes, especially when teams can score in a matter of seconds. But either way, 9. And it's going to try to find an open man. A little Tay. Just completely wide open on the streak. I don't really know how in the world he was wide open. That was a very bad miscommunication once again by this Miami defense. Or at least on the deep end. I don't really know what in the world Miami was doing there, but sorry. Either way, though, Dallas is going to close the lead by about 4 points. However, as was once Dallas's position, a 4-point lead is definitely not a comfortable lead in any stage of the game. But here we go. Let's see if Miami can continue to maintain that said lead. And King Crusher gonna give it to Mr. Color on the LS. Oh, sorry, I was had to do something again. But either way, King Crusher has looked really good so far this game, all things considered, outside of that mishap interception that I would argue wasn't really his fault. But either way, Envy Lux with a touchdown on the streak. What a beautiful throw there by King Crusher. I mean, again, Envy Lux definitely deserves a lot of the credit for being able to reel it in. But that was a very good throw by King Crusher. And just like that, King Crusher has just been completely manhandling this Dallas defense. Just with pure mechanical skill alone. And right now it is definitely showing. Can you check stats real quick? I'm curious. I cannot until after the game. I wish I could see it though, but I can't. But either way, 9. Let's see if Dallas can do anything here to hopefully make it close. 9 is going to take the lane on the left side, completely avoids one defender, avoids almost 2, and will get the first down with a 17-yard run. Very good game sense and awareness from 9 to be able to make that play happen. Just completely capitalizing on any openings Miami's defense gives him. Oh, and it's going to be a reset play. I don't exactly know what the play reset was. Okay, I don't really know what the reset play was about. Was there a penalty or something that Dallas did? But either way, I guess they're gonna keep it that way for now, and Cisco gonna get popped on the left fold. Still a very good play, though, by Cisco. But for right now, it is... hello. I'm streaming a Football Legends game right now, so that's why my mic is muted. But either way, 9 gonna get sacked for a 20-yard loss. Unfortunate there. And just like that, it is a 3rd and 40. Not very good if you're Dallas, because you definitely want to get a first down at least. So meaning he's going to have to take a shot down the field. He's going to get sacked for his safety. 9, that is the worst case scenario for Dallas. That is, even interception would have been better than a safety in that situation. Just like that, things are starting to fall apart for Dallas really quickly in the matter of 3 plays. Oh my goodness. Dallas with the heavy misplay there. I mean, again, much credit to this Miami defensive line, but man, that is a very bad play there from 9. He greeted, and Miami's defense, again, going to make him pay for that. That is just the downside of having ever greeting those kind of things. And here we go, gonna try to find the right side to God first, but unfortunately just a tad bit overthrown. And King Crusher, I mean, again, this Miami team has now started to come online after a minor rough start the past few drives. But so far things have been looking very excellent for both teams. But Miami is definitely looking like the better team of the two. And Sewage gonna get it on the right fold, or left fold, I mean, sorry. And he's gonna get good for a 52-yard gain. I mean, so far, and again, this has been very solid for Miami so far this game. And Mr. Color 33 going to get an LS out of for a 12-yard gain. And now Miami is starting to overwhelm Dallas with how many weapons they can throw to. And all of them are dangerous in their own right. And Wasef going to get it on the LS again, just barely enough for a first down. Miami is certainly making good use of every weapon they have at their disposal. Far more than just FWKB. And again, each of them are very dangerous in their own right. It is very difficult to handle one. And FWKB, speaking of which, will get another touchdown for Miami. And so far now, Miami is starting to drive away this lead from them. Just trying to deny any potential comeback that Dallas can maybe pull off. And the kick is going to be good on the PAT. This has been an excellent game for Miami, but so far Dallas has been performing pretty decent, but right now they are starting to fall apart. Here we go, 9. Has an open lane on the left side. Is going to find Cisco. Nearly going to get away, but thankfully the Miami deep left is going to end up tackling him. And thankfully he did, because otherwise that would have been a touchdown for Dallas. And Trappy Trey going to get another catch on the right fold. Thankfully he does not fumble it despite getting hit sticked. Again, they are definitely... Dallas is definitely holding their breath every time he gets hit sticked, given what happened. And here we go, 9, with being 2 yards away from the goal line. Hopefully, if they can score here, 9 does have a pretty decent lane, but unfortunately, just overthrows it a tad bit. I think he might have been ineligible anyway. But here we go, 9. Going to hike it really quickly there. But here we go, 9 has plenty of room here. Is not going to find anything there. It seems that 9 was panicking a little bit there on that throw, or maybe expecting someone to be there. I'm not entirely sure, but the outcome is the same either way, and it is going to be an incomplete. And now it's a 4th and goal at the 2-yard line. 10 Dallas convert here. I mean, so far 9 does have a bit of a lane here. thankfully finds a way to get around the Dallas defensive ends. Throws it to the Dallas Miami defense, but unfortunately, that will be incomplete. But unfortunately, that is going to be a turnover on downs regardless. And now King Crusher at his own 2-yard line, gonna give it to God First on the LOS. And right now, this has been very amazing for King Crusher. And this is where Miami can start running away with this game. Gonna give it to Sewage on the LS, and it's gonna find 9 yards. Thanks to that dive. And here we go. Dallas is now Miami is now in the driver's seat completely, thanks to that turnover on downs. Thanks to that Miami defense, and now Miami is low-key milking. I mean, I guess Dallas has been double blocking a couple times, so I guess maybe it cancels out. I don't know, but I'm not really a ref, but I'm going to say it anyways. But either way, King Crusher. Thankfully, somehow, some way, 9 going to get the interception for Dallas, and that is exactly what they needed. I mean, I don't know if it's too little too late, but it is certainly a step in the right direction for Dallas to be able to come back into this game. And now it looks like Miami is going to end up playing defense here. 9 going to get sacked there by an unexpected rusher from Miami that came completely out of nowhere and took Dallas by surprise. And just like that, it is now a 2nd and 39. This is definitely not a good position if you are Dallas. I mean, and thankfully are going to find a fold there on the right side for a 20-yard gain. And now on a 3rd and 19. This is definitely not impossible, but it will be on the difficult end. And it's going to find a folded Trappy Trey. Did he get blocked? And yes, he did. He got body blocked by his own teammate. And because of that, he did not convert the first down, and now it's a 4th and inches. But thankfully, Cisco is going to get it on the LS. I mean, again, that was a very good play there for Dallas. But again, is it too little too late? They definitely need to score as fast as they can here. And they are trying to do that with this pass to Little Tay, and they are going to get it. And just like that, Dallas might have a chance because, again, all they need is an onside kick or two to take the lead again. And since it is the 4th quarter, they can go for 2 if they wish. And it looks like they will. I mean, so far, this has looked very excellent so far. But unfortunately, they do end up not converting the 2-pointer. But thankfully, they do have the onside kick to rely on to give them some extra agency into this game. But are they going to get it? No, they will not. Robloxian. Yeah, Robloxian is going to end up getting the onside for Miami. And now Miami is now going to hopefully wind down the clock just a little bit more, making it harder for Miami to come back. Low-key, God First was ineligible, but either way, the refs are inactive in this league or something. I don't know. But either way, God First going to get the touchdown for Miami. But King Crusher now going to be the one to attempt a 2-point conversion here. And, oh, God First going to get the dive. That was a very huge dive there for Miami. Here, give me 1 sec, guys. Sorry about that. I had to do more real life stuff. But either way, 9 backed up quite a bit thanks to this Miami defensive line. And Cisco gonna get it on the left fold and going to get about 28 yards. Come on. And here we go. Dallas backed up quite a bit again thanks to the Miami defensive end, but thankfully Dallas offensive line is going to give him some space, and it's going to be a toss, and Cisco going to end up winning it, and that will be another touchdown for Dallas. But again, that did chew off quite a bit of clock. I mean, again, the clock did definitely chew quite a bit. Every second counts for Dallas if they want to make a comeback here. It looks like Dallas is going to go for 1 this time. See if they can try to get it, but we will see if they can. And it looks like they will. So it is technically still a 2-point game. Technically. Or 2-scoring game. Sorry, 2 scoring. But here we go. Onside kick. And unfortunately, Wasef going to be the one to obtain the onside kick. And just like that, this game may as well be over. Unless Dallas can make a clutch turnover. But FWKB not exactly going to make it very easy for him with a first down. And now Miami can take their time. They are in no rush to score whatsoever. And King Crusher. I mean, again, if I were Miami, I would be in absolutely zero rush to score right now. And looks like they will certainly not be in a rush. And they are just going to chew off as much clock as they possibly can. Milk, low key, but either way, I am not ref, so I cannot really say that. But either way, Mr. Color 33 gonna get it on the LOS once again. And here we go, King Crusher 06. Gonna chew off more clock, and right now this is looking very bad for Dallas. And just like that, that might be nail in the coffin. And Miami. Yep, Miami has looked very solid so far. But either way, 2-point conversion will fail for Miami. But I don't really think it matters. But either way, 9 gonna try to give it to Little Tay, but unfortunately just we're very overthrown. And if you're Dallas, I mean, you got to score as fast as you can. You got to launch a deep shot down the field and maybe get 2 or 3 onside kicks. I mean, things have been looking very, very bad for Dallas so far, and unfortunately, Miami has just executed so well on offense. It is just, I don't think it's enough for Dallas to keep up in time. And Dallas gonna try to get a deep shot down the field, but unfortunately will be incomplete for Miami since NV Lux was out of bounds. And that gives Dallas another opportunity to hopefully convert here, and they are gonna convert with Little Tay on the right side. And now, with about 30 seconds left, Dallas will attempt to try and score here, and Cisco going to get a touchdown for Dallas, and all they need left is about 2 onside kicks. About 2, if they can execute these 2-point conversions well. But again, it is a lot. Again, it is a very tall order, even for onside kicks. But again, it is possible. But we will see what happens. 9 with a relatively open lane. Not going to take it, though. Taking no risk in that. And here we go. Going to, unfortunately, fail the 2-point conversion. And now Dallas with an opportunity to come back into this game. Can they do it? No, they do not. Wasef gonna get another one of those onside kicks, just completely denying any comeback from Dallas. And just like that, Miami is going to just completely walk away from with this game. And sewage. And just like that, this game may as well be over. Dallas not able to call a timeout in time. But unfortunately, I don't think it really matters. Okay, well, it looks like they're going to try and go for it anyways. That timeout did not really matter. It was a very pointless timeout, but either way. And now all Miami needs to do is buy time. These timeouts do not matter in the slightest. Dallas can call all the timeouts he wants. It is not going to change the fact Miami is going to be 1-0 starting in this opening week 1. You can take as many timeouts as you want. It is not going to change anything. And now it is going to be a pop there. And now with a 3rd and 6. Now Miami can virtually do whatever they want. It can be a safety. And this game will still be in Miami's favor. And just like that, they have won. And Miami going to be 1-0 starting the season. I will say, though, all things considered, both teams have played very solid, but Miami was the better team of the two for week 1. But again, as all seasons are, week 1 does not define an entire season, so again, we will probably see Dallas in the playoffs because they also looked very solid, but again, that is for everyone else to find out for themselves and see how far they can get. But so far, Miami has a pretty good head start so far and a pretty big showing into this game that they are a top contender as a team. But again, I guess we will figure out what will happen next. So it was a great game, guys. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. So bye.